Okay, so welcome everyone. So in this lecture series, what we're going to be dealing with is the O-level Cambridge syllabus, O-level Cambridge syllabus that is now running from 2025 to 2027. And these are the topics that we'll be discussing: numbers, algebra and graphs, coordinate geometry, mensuration, probability, trigonometry, geometry, statistics, transformations, and vectors. So we're going to be dealing with all these in the next couple of videos. But however, in this particular video, we are actually going to be dealing with numbers only. Okay. So the objective of this video is for us to be able to use the number line and also for us to be able to solve or simplify mathematical expressions such as these ones. These are called arithmetic expressions. They involve dealing with operands, dealing with operators such as division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Okay, so the reason why this is important is because of this. So here you have one calculator that is giving you 1, and for this expression, and then for the same expression you have another that is giving you a different value. It's giving you 9 here on this mobile phone that we have. So the question is, which one is correct? Which one is correct? The manner with which we're going to be explaining this is so that you have some consistency, is so that you'll be able to check and verify which one is actually correct. And also, going forward, you will never again miss an expression as such as this one, or miscalculate an expression such as this one. Okay, so let's move on. Moving on. Right, maybe let's look at the number line first. So here we have our number line right here. This is our number line. It starts right from the center, going in either directions. So here it goes all the way to minus infinite, and here it goes all the way to positive infinite. So when dealing with the number line, you are going to have at least two numbers. So these two numbers, we normally call them the operands. And then the sign that actually manipulates our expression is called the operator. For example, here we have this x plus y. So the positive sign or the plus sign that we have here is called an operator. It can be a multiplication sign, it can be division, minus, and addition sign. But for the number line, we are normally dealing with, for number line, we're normally dealing with positive and we're normally for the number line, we are normally dealing with addition and subtraction. So how do we perform addition and subtraction on a number line? So the philosophy for all my courses is that we're going to need to be keeping simple things very simple. So whatever I'm giving you right now, whether you're going to be given whatever form of expression, as long as it talks about a number line, you should be able to simplify it very comfortably. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do here is to just look at this number here, identify it on the number line. So it's right here, and you're going to need to move steps to the right or to the left, depending on the sign that you're given here and this number here. So in this case, you're given a negative sign here as the operator. So this is the negative operator that you're given. So you're going to be moving to the left. So if your operator is negative, you move left, okay? If your operator is positive, you take steps to the right. So in this case, you're given -1. Sorry, in this case, you're given 1 and -3. So you have identified your 1 here. You're going to move 3 steps to the left. So 1, 2, 3, and there is your solution, -2. So in a similar fashion, you can do this one. So you identify 3 here, and you move to the left because we have a minus sign here. Just one step, just 1. And then the solution is 2. Given -2 plus 7, so we identify -2 here on the number line, but this time we are moving to the right since the sign is positive. We are moving to the right since the sign is positive. So we move 7 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the solution becomes 5. The solution is 5. So next, let's see how we are going to be dealing with, or let's see how we deal with multiplication and division, okay? Right, so for multiplication and division, it's fairly simple. We have just 2 rules that we need to cater for, just 2 rules that we need to remember. So what are these 2 rules that we need to remember? So it's to do with the sign of these numbers. So the operator here, remember the operator we said is the multiplication or the division here, that's the operator. And here, these are the signs, right? Here's a positive and then here's a negative. So you have, for instance, here you have, we know that 5 multiplied by 5 is 25, right? That's okay. And we know 5 divided by 5 is kind of 1. And the reason is because of rule number 1. So the rule number 1 is that when you're multiplying or dividing 2 numbers that have the same signage, your result is always going to be a positive number, okay? So number 2, conversely, when you're dealing with 2 numbers of different signs, the result is always going to be negative. So in this, so that means is that what that means is that -5 multiplied by 5 here is going to be -25. 5 multiplied by -5 is going to be -25. And here, -5 divided by 5 here is going to be -1. -5 divided by -5 is going to be 1. And this is 1. And then this is -5 and 5. So this is going to be -1. So that's how you deal with multiplication and division. Just make sure that you pay attention to the signs because they actually have a bearing on the result that you're going to have. So if you're dealing with this one and then you write 1, this is +1. This is not the same as -1. So you might want to actually be careful about that. And also, when you're now dealing with complex expressions, the actual magnitude of this result here can actually be altered because of not taking care of the signs, okay? So just make sure you've taken care of the signs and yalla, you're good to go, okay? So next, in this one, what we're going to be dealing with are a little bit complex expressions, but then they are also easy to simplify rather. It's complex in the sense that we have multiple operators, we have a series of numbers. So yeah. So but anyway, it's not that difficult if you know just these two rules. If you follow just these 2 rules. So the first one, you're going to simplify this one using BOMDAS or BODMAS. So what it means is brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So you're going to try and solve this in this similar order here. So here, DM or MD, what it means, you can do either way, but then the constraint or the deciding rule for multiplication and division is going to be that you perform first whatever is to your left. So you're going to be performing from left to your right. So what that means is that multiplication and division, they sort of have the same order of operations. So if multiplication is to your left this time, you start with multiplication. If it's division, you start with division and then later. And so let's work through this example. So you have this one. So first you deal with brackets wherever they are, right? First just check your expression wherever brackets are and then just deal with them. Okay, so in this case, let's deal with the brackets. So we are going to have 9 and then we have multiplied by 3 and plus 16 divided by 2 to the power of 3. And further simplification, secondly, you then have to deal in this order, right, with orders, that is powers, indices, and roots. So in this case, you're going to be dealing with this one. Simplify this 1 second. So you have 9 multiplied by 3 plus 16 divided by 8. And next, so notice your expression has got multiplication here. It has got division right here. So which one is first? Multiplication has to come first because it's the one that's to the left. Okay, so you're going to have 27 here and you're going to have 16 divided by 8 right here. Okay, right, so now this is where we are now. So what you're going to do is simplify the division sign. This is 2, and then finally the addition, you're going to have 29. So in a similar fashion, what I want you to do is to solve this one. Okay, remember, clear the brackets first. After the brackets, you clear the orders. After that, you identify multiplication and division, whichever is to your left, which is this one. You solve this one first, and then after that, you can simplify the division and then addition last. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for now. And oh yeah, so please take this opportunity to kind of solve this one, and please make sure to post the solutions in the comment section. I'll be checking the solutions in the comment section. So this is in a similar fashion, or this is, I mean, this is actually the same expression. So just try to solve them and then give me the solutions in the comment section. Okay. And now, so finally, we have this one again. So finally, we have this one again. As I mentioned earlier, you have these two giving you very different solutions. So what I want you to do is also to solve these ones as well, and then show me the solution in the comment section. And this marks the end of this. So wait for the next videos. We're going to be covering the whole syllabus. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and also share. So, I mean, this is something that's going to give me more energy, something that's going to encourage me to do more. Okay, maybe let's set a target 1,000 subscribers in a month. Thank you very much. Yalla.